So there's lots of cool ways that plants defend themselves and increase their reproductive fitness, and one of those ways is allelopathy. So what is allelopathy? It's when plant growth is inhibited by the release of chemicals from another plant, and those chemicals are called allelochemicals. If you've ever walked by a black walnut tree, you might have noticed that there's nothing growing beside it. It's just a plain empty field with grass. And that's because black walnut trees are allelopathic. They produce an allelochemical called juglone. And allelochemicals can be released in four main ways: leaching from leaves, decomposition of leaf litter, root exudation into the soil, or volatilization into the air. So there's three main classes of allelochemicals: terpenoids, phenols, and alkaloids. What's really cool is that you eat allelochemicals without even realizing it, because vanillin is a phenol and caffeine is an alkaloid. So why? What's the purpose of allelopathy in nature? Well, it deters herbivores and pathogens, so it's actually thought that phenols, which have strong aromas and tastes, is actually meant to deter insects, and alkaloids are actually toxic to a lot of insects if they eat them. And it decreases plant competition so that plants can have more nutrients for themselves. So how can allelochemicals help us? Well, they can be used as natural herbicides and for biological control of invasive species. So if we use them, we don't have to use as much harmful chemicals that can harm us, animals, and other plants. And now we're going to take a field trip to see an example of allelopathy. So this is a pecan tree. A recent storm has blown all the husks on the ground. And you can see the squirrels have already gotten to most of them. There's part of one here. Oh, and there's one here. The full one here. You can see the little nut in there. But pecan trees are related to the black walnut, and so they're both allelopathic. And you can see it right here, because around the pecan tree, you don't see anything except grass growing. And you might think, well, that can be attributed to landscaping. We are on a campus. But then what's interesting is that you go over here, next to this oak tree, and here, there's a little weed growing. And so it's really cool to see how allelopathy helps the plant keep all the nutrients to itself. It doesn't want any competitors. And so yeah, that's allelopathy in real life.